Now that was a block. That wasn't protecting your position.
That was a block. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is legal in this form of motorsports. White flag.
1 lap to go. Tony Stewart, can he hang on?
Well, he's going to be in good shape now because Martin Truex just went to the inside of Kyle Busch. And that's the best thing Tony Stewart could see in his mirror is these guys get side by side. Unless, yeah, he almost got too big of a lead there.
Got a run coming down this backstretch.
Vickers, remember how much he can do, what he can do if he gets a little momentum. There's Vickers trying to find a way down to the inside, but he's got no one to help him down there.
Well, that car sat on the pole for a reason. It's because it was the fastest one here. They're going to have a really hard time because they're really not willing to work. Everybody's trying to get every spot they possibly can.
A couple of Toyotas and a Chevrolet. Earnhardt Jr. back in 3rd spot. Tony Stewart trying to hang on. Tony Stewart, the pole sitter, will come down and win the season opener at Daytona. Tony Stewart will come down and take the white flag here in California.
But we're not going to have a green-white checker, so they've got that part of it out of the way.
70, bring it home, baby, bring it home.
Final lap here on this 2-mile racetrack. What a dominating day for Tony Stewart. Began today with his 7th place finish in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. There is Kyle Busch. Does he have enough fuel to finish in the 2nd position?
Looks like he's going to.
Out of turn 4, Tony Stewart will win back-to-back in NASCAR nationwide competition to kick off the 2008 season.
Hey, buddy, you just led 136 out of 150 laps. Man, I love having you in my race car. Great job, guys. I'm real proud of every one of you.
Harvick took 4 tires. Last stop, he has fresh rubber. Then Strimmy. How about Franchitti hanging back there in the top 7? This is it.
Nice money lap. Looks like Mark's got a good lead into turn 1. He stretched it out on Biffle.
Yeah, Mark's a big believer in that shortest way around these racetracks. He really likes to go around the bottom, and he works hard at making his car work down there, and it's been fantastic today.
He is the all-time winningest driver in NASCAR Nationwide Series history, and Mark Martin, in his first start of the year, picks off win number 48 for his career at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Really in the gas hard there. You can see Kevin Harvick gained just a little bit. But we heard him also talk about how good the engine in that 17 car has been all day, too.
White flag. You see the battle now for 3rd position. Edwards making a move on the bottom inside of Burton.
Harvick looked inside.
Yeah. Kenseth gave him that for a little bit, but Matt has seen, I think, from when he was racing Jeff Burton for the lead earlier, that he could go in there after he got a lap on his tires and really get off of turn 2 on that higher line.
Final couple of turns. Kenseth trying to win for the first time in 19 races, and Matt Kenseth will come down and take the victory at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And we thank Mr. Brewer for the tour, and as you might have guessed by the picture just as we went to that, the race has been called. Clint Bowyer getting rushed by his team. Congratulations being given. NASCAR just pulled the plug, and Clint Bowyer has been declared the winner of this race. His 6th nationwide victory in what is the first ever rain-shortened nationwide series race at this track. While they push the car to victory lane, Shannon is with the winner.
This time by, there will be 1 lap remaining.
White flag this time, buddy. White flag.
All right, here we go. 1.3 miles. His 8th trip here to Nashville Superspeedway. Scott Wimmer, 4 corners to go.
Oh, he's watching that doggone field pressure right now. He's got his eyes buried to it, hoping it makes it. I want to correct myself. This was the 3rd time he's been in this car this year. Looks like the more he's in it, the better he's getting.
Record for fewest cautions. We've only had 3 today. The old record was 5. It's going to be a new race record for speed, and for Scott Wimmer, it's going to be a record day. His first win for Richard Childress Racing. Here he comes to the stripe. New winner at Nashville, Scott Wimmer.
Come on, take Calvin, man. I love it. I love it, man. I love all you guys. That's great.
Yeah, these guys talking. They probably needed 4 tires and about 30 horsepower if they were going to deal with Kyle Busch. Now, I think they could have got the tires and fuel, but they weren't going to be able to get the horsepower here.
White flag waving to Kyle Busch, who's had all kinds of issues here in the 2008 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. He spun while leaving at Nashville. He cut a tire. He broke a shock mount. He's been involved in an accident. He has not gone to victory lane in 2008. He is a half a lap away from changing that. Here he comes.
You guys, thanks for sticking with me. DLP, Kyle Busch, victory lane in Texas. Woo!
Kyle Busch gets his first win in 2008 in dominant fashion at Texas.
1 mile to go here at Phoenix. Kyle Busch with about 2 car lengths over Carl Edwards. Down through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Carl. He's trying to close the gap. Does he have enough? They make it through the kink, heading for 3.
This is where Carl's really been good, getting back to the gas really hard. Kyle Busch gives him the bottom.
Kyle Busch, though, going to come out of turn number 4. He's going to pick up a second straight win here at Phoenix and second in a row this year.
Woo! Yeah, boys. Awesome job. Thank you so much. Come on, give me a group hug.
White flag for Kyle Busch.
White flag. 8/10 for the lead. 8/10.
Ambrose has got 2.5 miles to get there. Carl Edwards trying to make a move. Can he get by for 3rd spot, or does he risk it here on the final lap?
Well, it looks like Scott Pruitt is just barely holding on for dear life right now because Carl Edwards is just all over him again. Can't seem to shake him.
Kyle Busch trying to go for 3 wins in a row in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. What a talent this kid is from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jerry told us he didn't put any effort into this. He just showed up. He loves racing cars. And this 20 car, it's just been a fantastic car every time. Any driver gets in this car. This Dave Rogers is an incredible crew chief.
The 40 car locked up the brakes, getting in the corner, and the 60 car's all over him right now.
Yeah, Carl Edwards trying to get by. Almost had a shot on the inside of Scott Pruitt, dragging that rear bumper cover. Final time to the S's, and Pruitt now pulls Edwards by about 4 car lengths.
Exit of turn 6. Just a final turn before they get to 7, which brings you right to the start-finish line, guys.
Turn 7, wide open, Kyle Busch. His 2nd trip to Mexico. And the kid from Las Vegas, Nevada will become the 4th different winner for NASCAR's Nationwide Series in Mexico. As they come down this time, it will be the white flag. Tony Stewart now pulls him by 2 car lengths.
Yeah, but normally Junior had been staying right on Tony's bumper, but he knows he's got to get back and get that help from behind to get that run at this point. And that's what he's done, is back off there a little bit to get Greg Biffle on his bumper to get that push.
He should have enough momentum to get beside the 20 car by the time they get to the backstretch.
He's backed off to get some help in the draft, but they're now scattering 2 wide behind him. Here he comes out of turn 2. Did he get enough momentum? Can he get enough momentum?
Here they come.
Here he comes on the outside. Listen to this crowd as Dale Earnhardt Jr. runs door to door with Tony Stewart. Can he stay there?
Well, they both got help now, so that didn't work in Junior's favor.
Check out Leffler on the outside.
You're still clear.
They were 3 wide. Now they're 4 wide. Back for 8th position. Start-finish line is all the way down in turn 1. Will they have a shot? Tony Stewart trying to hold on. David Stremme trying to stay in 2nd spot. Here they come.
Boys, we won at Talladega.
Stewart takes the win at Talladega for the very first time in his career.
White flag is out. Denny Hamlin grew up just 15 minutes from here in Chesterfield, Virginia. Told us before the race, which stunned us, that he would rather win this than any other race on tour. And oh, look at the contact. Kyle Busch gets bumped by the 66, and here he comes right back underneath him. But coming out of turn number 4, Denny Hamlin fulfills a dream.
Teammates side by side for 5th spot. Stremme in the 64. Stephen Walls in the 66.
Oh, these boys got to be careful right now. White flag's waving.
Down the back straightaway. Tony Stewart trying to hang on and get his very first win ever at the track. Too tough to tame. The two-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion will say from now on, I have won at Darlington Raceway. Great battle for third spot, Ruderman and Todd Bodine. White flag, 1.5 miles to the checkered flag. Now it's time. If you got it, you got to show it. Let's see what Hamlin can do.
Denny just got a bomb it into turn 3. Oh!
And the 7 car, heavy contact. And that race is over. Once the green-white checkered, if there's a yellow, the race ends immediately by virtue of scoring on the racetrack, and Kyle Busch will be the winner here.
Looks like somebody finally stopped the Gibbs cars here.
Well, the Toyotas are still hot out there right now, making big horsepower. But you heard Dale Jr. say he thought he had a good one, too.
Well,
great run for the kid,
He's still going to have to hold off Brad Keselowski. He's making a move on him here.
White flag this time by for Denny Hamlin. What a dominant performance by Hamlin here at the Monster Mile today. In turns 3 and 4, the 18 car for Denny Hamlin. Joe Gibbs Racing going to pick up their 9th win. And Denny Hamlin does it at the Monster Mile.
Great job, dude. Great job. First time in the 18 car, 1 ride, 1 win. Way to go, bud.
White flag is waving.
Just like Dale Jr., this young man is a second-generation driver who followed in the footsteps of his famous father, Bob Keselowski, who was also a stock car champ. Bob in ARCA. Of course, Dale Sr. in NASCAR Sprint Cup. Final lap for the youngster from Michigan. Great battle for second spot there. Bowyer trying to hold off David Strimmy, with the story up front is the 88 car coming out of turn 4. First-time winner in 2008, Brad Keselowski.
Looks like Strimmy gets second over Ruderman.
Joey Logano, as he comes by this time, it will be 2 laps remaining here at Kentucky Speedway. As he goes underneath slower traffic, gets around the 52 of Brad Teague.
Getting ready to make history right here.
I'll tell you, it's a big day in motorsports. There's no doubt about that. When you get a kid this young, getting it done out here in the racetrack. He's won in the Nationwide Series. If he pulls it off for here in about another lap, he's won in the Camping World Series, Bandoleros, everything he's got in, legend cars, the whole 9 yards.
White flag.
All right, 1 more lap, dude. 1 more lap. Take care of it. 2.5 second lead.
Casey Atwood was the youngest winner back in 1999. He was 18 years, 10 months, 26 days. Guess what? Joey Logano's going to better that by almost 9 full months. He is 18 years, 21 days, and boy, what a Father's Day present he is going to give to Dad, because the 18-year-old in only his 3rd start is going to win a NASCAR Nationwide Series race at Kentucky.
Unbelievable.
36 races since his last visit in Nashville, Tennessee in June of 2007. He started from 39th. No, he started from Sonoma, California. That's where he was earlier in the day.
1,500 miles away.
4 hours on a jet airplane, 2 different helicopter rides, back of the field to the front of the field, and the 2007 NASCAR Nationwide Series champion may just be getting back to being a winner in 2008.
Carl's saying, I'm back.
He's going to have a little extra weight in the airplane going home. He'll have the iron in there.
This is because of his head. He's going to have a big head going home tonight.
Coming out of turn 4, and Carl Edwards goes back to victory lane for the first time in 2008.
Awesome. Great job, guys. Great job.
White flag here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Tony Stewart, a 4-time winner. And we've got trouble, but the white flag is waving Biffle into the wall.
Caution down.
And this white flag is waved white and yellow simultaneously.
That's it, isn't it? Once you take the white.
That's going to give us our 22nd different winner.
And that's exactly what Tony said. I was laying out to let him talk, but once you get the white, the next one is the checkered flag. So Tony Stewart becomes the 22nd different winner in 22 races here in New Hampshire.
Shannon, what happened with the 60 car?
Yeah, NASCAR officials were down here talking to Drew Blickensturfer, told the 60 team that they had to restart behind the 2 car. NASCAR officials told the 60 team that Clint Bowyer had passed him. So on that last restart, Carl Edwards was put behind the number 2 car, guys. And a lot of confusion down here because the 60 team does not think that Clint Bowyer passed him. They did not think that they needed to restart behind him.
White flag.
Final lap here at Daytona. What a scramble up front. Denny Hamlin trying to hold on. It is a pair of Toyotas and a pair of Chevrolets. Earnhardt Jr. finished third to those 2 Toyotas here in February. Did he learn something? Can he use his experience? He's a 5-time winner. What can he do down the backstretch here in the final lap?
This is the last shot they have, and it looks like the 20 car's got the advantage.
Yeah, the only thing a Junior can do here is help the 18 try to pass the 20. Junior's not going to get to the front. And I don't think that they're going to get by the 20 car. Look at this. You called it, Randy.
It looked like Kyle Busch just got just enough run on the 20, but had to get out of the throttle because the front end took off.
Yeah, and actually he pushed him by.
Out of turn 4, final lap on a Friday night, July 4th in Daytona. The 20 car goes to victory lane once again. Denny Hamlin takes the win as the car spins out of turn 4 into the grass area. Back up front. And there's there's the white flag for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has led twice for 101 laps.
Okay, Rusty, we'll give it to you. It went green to the end, just like you predicted.
They just weren't close enough, Andy. Usually when you see them side by side beating a bang, and you pretty well predict it, but not tonight.
Toyota has been the car to beat all year long, specifically Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. And coming out of turn 4, Kyle Busch will be the winner here in Windy City. Kyle gets win number 5 in 2008. Couple of teammates here, Landon Kessel and Brad Keselowski in the 5 and 88. They are 5th and 6th.
Race a little bit harder for that top 5 spot than you would for, say, 6th place. So I'm sure Brad Keselowski is going to give him all he wants right here.
Yeah, he is. But it's a great comeback for Brad Keselowski, who looked like after that little incident with the 99 car, they had to spend a little bit of extra time in the pits to repair that car, put some tape on the front of it to come back from where they restarted. This is a really good night. And what could have been devastating for them points-wise turns out to be pretty good.
Final lap here for cousin Carl Edwards in the Roush Fenway Ford. How good is it for Carl Edwards, who grew up with a little boy wanting to win here? He did it in 2006. And now coming out of turn 4, the kid from Columbia, Missouri wins at Gateway. Carl Edwards gets win number 2 in 2008.
Well, it looks like it's going to be all Kyle Busch with 2 laps to go down the backstretch. He is opening up an even bigger lead. It's 1.1 second over young Colin Brown, but Colin's going to have a career best second, and Mike Bliss does an excellent job as the white flag is out. Kyle Busch about to pick up victory number 6 and give Joe Gibbs Racing the record for single season wins with 14 here at O'Reilly Raceway Park. Down the backstretch for one last time. He will lead a total of 197 of the 200 laps. And anybody that wants to hear it from
You want a daddy rabbit, brother?
there he is.
That man.
Your winner, Kyle Busch.
Well done, man.
We've got everybody coming in. Greg Biffle and Carl Edwards, and you guys are all kibitzing. You made history. You've been running in the rain. What are you thinking? Nice squeegee, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm trying to get Clint to tell me what he's doing. He's fast right now. But we're having fun. I mean, you know, it's not good to see guys wrecking under yellow, but, man, if it'll just kind of quit pouring a little bit, it's really pretty fun to do. I'd give anything for a pair of... Oh, it's over? They just said it's over. All right, so it was a great race, a lot of fun, and see y'all next week.
Boy, that's the way to break the news, huh, fellas?
Well, take a look as the 5 car has been told. In fact, they got the word before we got the word. So congratulations are going to go to Ron Fellows.
We've got debris on the racetrack laying around, and
that's okay. Marcus Ambrose just took the white flag. The next flag you'll see will be the checker. Will there be no green-white checker here?
Franchitti looking racy, trying to make a move around Harvick. Harvick looks to the inside of Kenseth. Again, that's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Final lap, JTG Doherty Racing. Tad Geschecter, Brad Doherty, the co-owners on the 59 car. How special would this be for Marcus Ambrose? All the way from Tasmania, a little island just below Australia.
Easy now. Boris didn't cut him any slack at all here.
No love lost. Remember, it was Boris Said who said, I will get even. Remember, he was very angry after what happened in Mexico City, and Marcus Ambrose needs to tiptoe here.
I believe I'd just follow him to the checker.
Yeah, there's no reason to pass him. He's got plenty of cushion back there. These guys aren't going to catch him from behind unless Boris just stops.
Kyle Busch trying to reel him in, turn 10.
Good caution, that's it.
That's it. Race is over. 59 car, Marcus Ambrose.
How about that? Gary Cogswell celebrates on the pit box.
Marcus, way go, guys.
And Marcus Ambrose goes to victory lane for the first time in his career at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, that's a pretty special day. He did a terrific job, and they played the strategy perfect. There's our leader right there, Carl Edwards' car. A little different color, as you saw this week, but man, he got his car right whenever it was time.
What is it about Brian Vickers? He always runs well here. He led 44 laps in the Cup race back in June, got a top 5 finish. He led in this race a year ago, had one of the best cars, ended up finishing 6th. May finish 2nd today. Is it certain racetracks and certain drivers? I know you love this place.
Yeah, it is a fun place, and you get a feel and you adapt as we have a crash here, but the white flag has already been displayed.
And so the race will be official because they are waving the Kevin Moss, waving the white in caution, and Carl Edwards will get the win.
Caution is out.
So for the first time in his NASCAR Nationwide Series career, Carl Edwards is a winner at Michigan.
And Carl was asking about a green-white checkered. He don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about it, but if that happened a corner sooner, he would have had his hands full with Brian Vickers, I'm afraid.
Well, he might have, but man, they really got that car right at the right time, and he had it hooked up on the bottom of the racetrack.
He earned this one for sure.
Yeah, he earned it, and he's earned a pretty good point today, too. He's going to like what he sees when he gets out of that car as far as the points go.
Yeah, right now he's showing 113 points back of the 2 car of Clint Bowyer, who slid back to 10th position. Edwards coming down, waving to the crowd here.
And that's it, checkered flag. Good job.
It'll be Carl Edwards' 3rd win of the 2008 season. He won at Milwaukee, he won at Gateway, and now gets his first win, and the first win for Roush Fenway at this racetrack since 1998. Only 4 times in the history of nationwide racing, 52 races has this race been won from a starting spot outside the top 20. Folks, that 88 car tonight started in 37th position. White flag for Brad Keselowski, and he will drive it into the corner. Keselowski will come down and take the checkered flag as a 2-time winner in 2008. What a job for the 24-year-old from Michigan.
You guys are awesome. Man, awesome.
We've got action
job
off
today.
the 4 here. Sam Hornish getting in the back of the 38 car. Mike Bliss just sliding by them.
The most laps led by a winner in the past history of this race was Earnhardt Jr. back in 1998. He led 141 of 200 laps tonight.
Flag. We took it, so I reckon.
22 car is in the wall, and the white flag has waved.
So that means the race will be over. Once the white flag is displayed, the next flag is the checkered flag.
So this one is history. Josh Wise in the 22 car gets up and tags the concrete. Final lap.
Amazing tonight. Thank you so much. Unbelievable.
It really was amazing performance for this 18 team.
Just dominant all night long. Unbelievable. I mean, they weren't even challenged at all, really. We said a couple of times some other cars were running faster lap times, but that was literally after 25, 30, 35 laps on his tires.
A record-setting night for Kyle Busch. There is the 60 car. Carl Edwards right behind him. Sure these guys will come by and give a friendly wave. White flag this time by for Carl Edwards.
White flag, baby. One more time.
Wimmer holds off Bowyer for 2nd spot.
I think Wimmer was willing to give him that inside. I believe he thinks that he can hold him off from the outside lane. Bowyer keeps fighting back. Carl Edwards is going to win this race.
Carl Edwards comes out of turn 4 and wins at Richmond. Wimmer takes second. Bowyer third. Hamlin fourth.
Awesome job.
Kyle Busch just too strong for these guys.
Flag.
It's just been impressive all day long. Jason Leffler and the 99 car getting together going into turn 1.
Leffler able to make the pass, but the 32 car goes by. Denny Hamlin goes by and takes a spot. Final lap, turn 3 for the 18 car of Kyle Busch. Out of turn 4, and Rowdy Busch will do it for the 8th time in the NASCAR Nationwide Series in 2008.
Good job, Roy. Good job. Nice pit stop. Good job, Joe.
Well, Clint Bowyer's done exactly what he's wanted to do today. We have 1 lap to go, and these are his 2 closest pursuers in his battle for his championship in the Nationwide Series. And we see our leader, Denny Hamlin, here on the final lap. There's Clint Bowyer right behind him as they go down the back stretch.
Denny Hamlin will do something no other driver has done at Kansas Speedway in NASCAR Nationwide competition. He will lead the most laps and come down and take the win. Denny Hamlin takes the win at Kansas, his 4th win of the year.
You see Kyle Busch right down on the bottom where he's been all night.
Kyle Busch just too strong.
1.5 miles from the checkered flag. Last opportunity for Jeff Burton in 2008 in the NASCAR Nationwide Series car. Kyle Busch just pulling away by 0.3 of a second. And out of turn 4 at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Kyle Busch will get the sweep, his 9th win in 2008.
White flag this time by.
One flag, one more time.
Carl Edwards looking to win here at Memphis. He's got the lead by, about 4 feet. Here comes Kenny Wallace. Can he get into the mix? Down the backstretch for the final time.
Anything can happen going into 3. I won a race here last year, or years ago, and it's not going to happen. He won't have nothing for him.
Coming out of turn 4, Carl Edwards with David Rudiman all over his back bumper, and it's going to be Edwards. And the championship is on again.
Unbelievable. Started in the back of the pack, and we got to spin at the start-finish line. It's Bobby Hamilton around. Doesn't get hit. Good job out of Bobby, but what about Edwards? Tailback to the front. His crew is amazing today, guys.
2 laps to go. It'll be white flag this time by for Kyle Busch.
Real battle here between David Reagan and Joey Logano. These 2 young guys are going to be battling for quite a while to come. More of it up in the Sprint Cup. Whoa, a little bit loose.
White flag, here it is.
Most some contact there.
White flag. And Carl Edwards is moving in on the 18 car. Carl has cut that margin by about 5 car lengths in the last 2 corners. There he comes.
I don't know if he's got enough time, but he beat him by 0.2 the last lap. Looks like he's got enough lead. Kyle Busch does. If he doesn't mess up down here in turn 3, he's got it.
Now coming off 3 last time was where Carl Edwards really closed up. Wants Carl to stay in the throttle. We've seen him do it before and bounce it off the wall in Kansas. Here he comes. Does he have enough time? No. 4 car lengths, 3 car lengths, and Kyle Busch will take the win.
Denny Hamlin's all the way down the apron. There comes Clint going on the outside.
Let's go.
Clint Bowyer every position closer to a championship. It'll be white flag out of turn 4 this time. And watch Bowyer on the high side going by Landon Castle.
White flag.
Oh, spin. Joey Logano. He's able to collect it back. No caution. Still green. No caution yet. That's another spot for Bowyer. They're still racing. Bowyer's still going.
Still under green flag, and Carl Edwards pulling away.
18 car gets 2nd spot, getting into turn 3. Bowyer's up to 4th.
Here comes Denny Hamlin. Does he have enough time to get there? He is coming in a hurry out of turn 4. Here comes Hamlin. Here comes Edwards. And it's a half a car length, and Edwards will get the win.
Clint Bowyer comes home 4th there. He's got 1.5 miles left.
Wide flag in one position, moving up behind him shouldn't make much difference if he can hold on. Carl Edwards, the leader. Kyle Busch in second. Keselowski third. Leffler fourth. And Bowyer trying to hang on to fifth spot. Half a lap away.
Doesn't look like Kyle Busch is going to have anything for Carl Edwards in this final turn.
Coming out of turn 4, Carl Edwards will win the battle, but will not win the war. Edwards will win the race, and the 2008 NASCAR Nationwide Series champion is Clint Bowyer.
Congratulations, Clint Bowyer.
Oh, what a great year.
Buddy, you did it. Woo! Sit down, boy. Woo!
Oh, that's great. Nothing feels better than winning a championship.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it. That's what you work all year for. Congratulations to all of these guys, Richard Childress and that entire team.
And Deering off, the crew chief there, congratulating his guys as the fireworks go off.
Congratulate Carl there.
Clint becomes the 20th different driver to win a championship in the 27-year history.